Hello world, hello Africa, hello Ghana. It is indeed a great honor to come your way once again on the youth's favorite diplomatic show, dubbed Time with the Youth, right here on Grace Live TV. We come your way with another revealing and riveting informative session. Globalization, as we all know, has integrated the economies of the world, and this in turn has necessitated the need for countries to interact and relate on political, economic, and social levels. It is prudent to note that Cuba and Ghana have maintained such diplomatic relations emanating from the year 1959 and still moving stronger together. Cuba has been particularly helpful in granting Ghanaian students medical scholarships via the Cuban Medical Brigade. His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the President of the Republic of Ghana, has also stated that Cuba and Ghana have furthered our cooperation towards the eradication of malaria, which will be discussed extensively on the show. We are privileged this morning to have Her Excellency Ambassador Anette Chao Garcia, the Cuban ambassador to Ghana, helping us to delve deeper and shed light on the rich diplomatic relations between Cuba and Ghana. This is the program that draws our ambassadors and diplomats closer to the youth. It is the Youth Time on Grace Live TV with me, your host, Vanessa Zeke Ade Ado. Diplomatic content and more is what we bring to you on Grace Live TV. Don't go anywhere, the show commences very shortly. Thank you. So welcome back to the Time with the Youth with me, Zeke. I'm here with Her Excellency Ambassador Anette Chao Garcia, the Cuban ambassador to Ghana. Just keep your fingers crossed for this informative session. Your Excellency, you're welcome to Time with the Youth on Grace Live TV.
Thank you very much, actually. Allow me to welcome you to the Cuban presidents. And actually, you are in Cuba, as you say.
Yeah.
Our royal pal, there you are in Cuba, in the landscape of Cuba. Welcome. And thank you very much for the opportunity to talk to you and to talk to the young people. Thank you.
Thank you. We are extremely amazed and thrilled, and we express our gratification for inviting us to Cuba here in Ghana. So before we zoom into the real conversation, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and the diplomatic role you play in Ghana as a Cuban ambassador?
Actually, I don't like to focus on me.
Okay.
The thing is, I'm just a Cuban revolutionary lady that decided to work hard for Cuba. Because as you know, we have the revolution for a lot of years with a big blockade against us, imposed by the United States.
Yeah.
And then all the Cuban people that decide to help our Cuba, our real island, we have to work hard. And this is my history, not more than that. Actually, I have a career in the diplomatic field, but I'm a normal person, a normal Cuban working for Cuba.
Great. So with your experience, how would you describe the similarities between the Cuban and Ghanaian culture?
As you know, Cuba is half Spain and half Africa. And actually, we are mosaic. We have some other nationalities in our world. But the most important, Africa and Spain. Then, for us, it's very easy to be here because we are very close, we have the same culture in the music and in the food without pepper, because we don't like the pepper. But for us, it's very easy. Actually, a mix. My father is from spectrum, but it's mixed, and I mix, I'm not white. In the Cuban people, it's very normal to be like that. Then, for us, Africa is our land. It's easy sometimes. I talk to the other ambassadors of Africa. I surprised me telling them us, and they say, then I'm from the Caribbean, I'm not from Africa. But it's the way that we have in our heart. And then also, the Cuban Revolution, for a long, long time, was helping the African people, as you know, from these different ways. We did it in the time of the liberation of Africa, and we did it also with our doctors. We did it with all the training people that went to Cuba to be trained in different careers, not only in medicine, also as engineers and architects and in pharmacy, in different careers. And Cuba is helping Ghana right now in different areas, also in biotechnology. Then we are here, but we are part of Africa.
So for the past year that you've been here, any particular highlight of your stay here?
Then, how can I say? The thing is, I arrived here on September 2021, and it was in coronavirus, as you know, and I arrived here protected by the Cuba vaccine. Then I could work from the beginning, and I first work with our Cuban Medical Brigade. We have here 30 doctors from Cuba. They have different specialties. We have in 6 regions of the country.
Wow.
And as we are working with the government, and for us it's a big privilege to work with them, we began a project. The name is Cuba and Ghana for Health. We go to different vulnerable communities and give them free screening, health screening, just them to know first how to work with epidemiology, just to take care of them, and also to diagnose them, the community, what is happening there.
Okay.
And this was the first project that I began. And second, I work with the education. I'm trying to bring here some things in the special education, also in technical education. And we are trying to increase our persons from Cuba here, not only in health and in education, also in sports. As you know, Cuba is a big country in sports, and we are trying to bring some trainers here, and that's why I got a meeting with the Minister of Health and Youth and Health, and we are working in another big thing. Will be in with Labiofan, a Cuban company, to bring here biolarvicides to eradicate the mosquito.
Because that is very important to know, because our president, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, stated that Cuba is partnering with Ghana to eradicate malaria. Is that going to help us? And how is that going to be feasible in our country?
A few years ago, when your president was the Minister of Foreign Affairs, he went to Cuba and he began this project. The idea to bring here Labiofan as a plant to produce biolarvicides. It's very difficult for you to eradicate mosquito because you have borders with different countries, and then you have to work as a region. If not, you won't finish with the mosquito. In Cuba, it's easy because we are an island. Then we eradicate the malaria. We have dengue, we have another other disease, but not too hard. I had my first malaria the last week. I finished my treatment yesterday. I know what happened with malaria. It was a terrible disease. And then that's why, more than before, I have to work to bring here our products to finish to the mosquito.
That is great. So now touching on cooperation, Cuba has been in Ghana since 1959, and we still coexist very well. How has the approximately 63 year of cooperation been for both countries?
You know, I'm trying to understand what happened in all this year. It's a big period.
Very big
because
period,
we did a lot of things
over
together.
60 years.
And for a long time, Ghana support Cuba. As I told you at the beginning, Cuba has a blockade imposed by the United States, on us. And for a long time was very, very hard to live with the blockade.
Right.
And Ghana every year support Cuba. Then as a country that we appreciate what are you doing, we are helping you for a long time and with a lot of things. Right now we are working on another idea. We are trying to bring here Everprop. What is Everprop? A Cuban medicine to work with the diabetic food. Will be very good if we can take here all the medicines that we have. Because as you know, Cuba is a small island, it's blockaded, as I told you. And also, we are very close to the United States, the one that is blockading us. But we are trying to develop our biotechnology. Because it was an idea of our president, Fidel Castro Ruz, our commander-in-chief that passed away. And the biotechnology in Cuba is very strong, and we want to help you to develop yours.
Wow, we are so grateful.
We are trying. Let's see what happens in the future.
We'll get there. So one thing that has also solidified our bilateral ties is our trade relations. What is the current state of the bilateral trade relations between Cuba and Ghana?
A long time ago, we had some trade relations. Right now, we don't have a lot.
Okay.
And then we are trying to increase, and we are trying to work on it. I'm doing my best. I'm sure that in the next interview we will have more highlights about it.
About it.
I can give you the the first information.
Right. I will be pleased to give the gist to the youth. That would be great. So you you hosted the Minister of Education, and we all know Cuba has been particularly and generally helpful to Ghanaian students by granting us the medical scholarship via the Cuban Medical Brigade. What is the future of this cooperation? Are we going to see this cooperation in other fields, in STEM courses, in vocational education? You mentioned special education as well. How are we going to achieve all that?
It depends on you. All that you need, we can help you.
Okay.
The thing is, we have a very good technical education and also, as I told you, special education, but we can do it in some other fields. Cuba decided in what time to develop our IT education. We have very good universities with the informatics and this. Okay. If you need it, we will be there for you. We told you when in the times of Fidel Castro, and we won't be absent, never for Africa and never for Ghana.
That is a very huge statement, and we are grateful for that. So right now, we would like to know if there are some development assistive policies from Cuba to Ghana aiding specifically towards the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs.
Then, actually, as I told you, Cuba is a small country. It's a poor country. We don't have resources. We are in a small island. We are around 42% of the territory of Ghana, very small, 11 million of persons. And we live with all this blockade and also with all the province that has an island, because to be in an island is bad because you need ways to transport the things and this. And at what time, in a time in the past, we decided to be small but to be big in our relations. And then we decided to help the people, just the people to understand they are not alone, and we are not alone either. The cooperation south is very important for the Cuban people and actually for Ghana. That's why Ghana is very strong in ECOWAS. That's why Ghana is very strong in Africa, because you are helping your people. And then we are helping you. We want to help you, not only in education, also in culture, because you have a rich culture. We can do some things in tourism. For example, I got a meeting with the Minister of Tourism, and I told him just to try him to come to Cuba to see what are we doing. You have a perfect country for tourism, because you have mineral resources, you have natural resources.
We have so much which are not tapped. Coming from the Caribbean, which prides in tourism and all, and for someone who's also someone who's passionate about tourism and all, what do you think we can do in our tourism sector to boost it to the level that would attract tourists for development?
First, I think you have to finish with the malaria, you know?
Okay.
Because normally, the tourism, they want a safe environment, and the malaria is a bad thing.
So the eradication is
yes,
really needed.
Will be very good for you. But you can begin because you have beautiful places. You have a very good service. Your people is very good in the service, in hotels, and this very good, and very beautiful country.
Thank you.
When I went to Kumasi or to Cape Coast or to different places, you can see a beautiful nature, and the people that love you without knowing you, they open their hearts to you, and this is important for tourism. And you have a safe country, very safe country. And just to take care of the malaria will be good to open your borders to the tourism.
Right. I think the eradication
but I'm sure your minister will do a lot of things.
He is doing great, and he will do so much. Right. Thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've been here with Her Excellency Ambassador Anette Chao Garcia, the Cuban ambassador to Ghana, discussing pertinent issues that has solidified the relations between Cuba and Ghana for the past 63 years and moving stronger together. We'll take a very quick commercial break. The show continues very shortly. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Youth Time Show with me, your host, Vanessa Adeado. I've been here with Her Excellency Anette Chao Garcia, the Cuban ambassador to Ghana. If you're joining us now, you are not really behind because the informative session she's going to grant us with is going to escalate right now. So, Your Excellency, before we're signing off during the backstage, we're talking about some of the goals that will help us achieve all the some of the measures to achieve the collective sustainable development goals. And one that falls within the heart of Ghana and Africa as a whole is peace and security. As African countries, how do we protect our peace? How do we as Ghanaians protect the peace that we have? If you have any idea about that.
Actually, it's important you to know that we are not the one that, or me are not the one that will give you lessons. The thing is, we respect the sovereignty of the states.
Great.
But I think, as a personal, my personal opinion, that the history is to take in it account, not to waste it. And then the history shows us, the Cuban people, that the most important thing is to be together. If you allow the people to divide you, then you won't be not a peaceful country, and you won't have a very good development. Then it's important to be united. If you are like that, you can achieve anything that you want. Then think on a group. If you have a group and you have a goal, and this group is divided, you cannot achieve the goal. But if you have a group and it's very strong, and all of them, they have principles, and they are together, they will achieve all they want. This is the only thing that I can tell.
Wow. She said a solid group is able to achieve all her goals. Thank you for that power pack. So touching on SDG number 4, which focuses on quality education and the assistive policy from Cuba to Ghana via the Cuban Medical Brigade, granting us scholarships and all. How do we access it? If I'm a Ghanaian student who wants to study medicine in Cuba, how do I access this scholarship?
Then the last variant we have was like the government is paying for scholarships.
Okay.
That's why in Cuba, they are more than 275, I think they are around 300 students.
Approximately.
Yes, in Cuba, in the medicine career. And it's the Ministry of Health, the one that take care of the students and to give the scholarships. It's not from the Cuban side. Okay. But we are open to increase the number. It depends on the government.
Okay. So if there's a need to increase the number,
yes, for us, will be very good you to go to Cuba.
Okay.
I don't know if you know that in Cuba, we're trained around 2,000 students a long time ago in times of rollings. And they are here, and we have in the Ministry of Health, in the Ministry of Defense, we have in the Ministry of Energy, we have in different ministries here. They are working a lot, and they are very, very good. They were students, very good students, and now they are very good professionals.
That's great. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like us to know that Her Excellency Ambassador Anette Chao Garcia is the first female Cuban ambassador to Ghana. We are so privileged to have her this day. So, one issue which is of major importance to us as Ghanaians is the interest of women and the opportunities offered them for elevation and progress. Is Ghana making good progress towards this? Are we helping women to achieve their goals? And is there any assistive policy from Cuba to Ghana and also arriving at this as well?
As I knew, here in Ghana, we are more than 15 female ambassadors.
Then we have opportunities here
to work. And I read the newspapers every day.
Great.
And you have a lot of program for women. The thing is that women must be strong, and they must be together, and they must know that they deserve the better thing.
Wow.
Normally, the society tell you how to do the things. And you must have principles, but you must be a hard working. If you do it, you can reach anything that you want.
That's so great. Thank you so much. This is where time permits us to bring the interview too. And before we sign off officially, please, this is your camera. You have over 3,000 African youth watching you, people who like to sit in your stead as an ambassador one day, people who look up to you and all. If you have one piece of advice for African youth, for Ghanaian youth, for the youth of the world in general, what would it be?
The most important thing is to be educated. If you don't have the opportunity to pay for it, you have to read. If you don't have the opportunity to learn, check for something that you can do in a good way. It's important to be better every day. This is the way to go and to take care of the details. The successful is in the details. There are all the things to be educated, to take care of your things, and to take care of the details. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. It is indeed a great honor to invite us to the Cuban residents here in Accra. Thank you. So as we all said, education is a really vital tool in achieving your dreams. This is where time permits us on the Youth Time Show. Until then, the show comes away another time. It's bye for now.